Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Team Onyx's first official game here at the Starladder I-League NA Qualifiers round robin. They're up against Team Freedom. I am your caster, VTM, and joining me is none other than CC&C. How you doing?
This is Onyx's first official, right? I'll see how they do as a team.
They are against Team Freedom, so it's going to be IX Mike, IX Brian. I don't know the rest of their first names. Eagle, Jubei, Amato.
10 seconds remaining.
They did play last night, and they got a little tilted from what I saw in their games. They had like an all-in strategy where they had a Sven with was it like a Vlad's, a helm and a hood, and it was. I hope we don't see a display like that today. Team Onyx coming in strong.
That's pretty standard Freedom stuff. They only play pushy strats. Like, that's all they do. They're really good at it, but that's the only strategy they ever do is early game, they try and win their lanes, and they hit like a crucial timing where they just kind of run down all the buildings. So
Well,
that's what Freedom knows every single game.
It's very evident in their picks up. I mean, we have the Abaddon, Curse of Avernus, fantastic for pushing towers and just generally harassing people. That Leshrac with the Diabolic Edict, like, their draft's already showing that that's evident.
Yep. I think Onyx had the first pick, so I'm sure they were expecting Freedom to pick up the Abaddon. I'm sure they've scrimmed a whole bunch. I'm not sure what their scrim results are like, but the Underlord is sort of basically the same thing as Abaddon. They do a little bit different things, but very, very similar heroes, and they both buy max. They're both super obnoxious to deal with in lane. They just kind of sit there, they're tanky, they stop up damage. And so if you have an Abaddon on the other team, then you kind of want to have an Underlord on your team. So at the very least, you can have, a counter hero that buys a mech that pushes out lanes with, it's sort of a brain dead way. You just sort of walk down, then you can Dark Rift out. Abaddon has the ulti, so you can just sort of walk away. Very hard to gank. They do very similar things, and so that's sort of their response to this Abaddon, or their preemptive action is that, no, we know they're going to pick this Abaddon, we know they're going to pick this push crap, so they'll pick the Underlord. It's very good Versit, and this Earth Spirit hero that can roam around in the lanes, maybe make some kills happen, and get them ahead early so they can actually deal with this super early game timing of Freedom, where they just try and win their lanes and then run you down.
And for those of you watching, Love Yourself is actually Bulba. So it's looking like Abed is has a stand-in at the moment. I think the nicest things about the Underlord is that just that atrophy aura. It doesn't matter how many levels of Curse of Avernus you have. If you're attacking super fast, but for 5 damage, it doesn't mean anything. One thing I do want to point out about Team Onyx is they have Dubu, who was formerly of MVP Phoenix, and that man plays so aggressively. You've said that Onyx and Team Freedom have scrimmed a few times, so I'm hoping that they have an idea of what he's going to bring to the table, because there was a good while before Dubu left MVP Phoenix where they would win every single early game just because of how much space that he would give his cores. Just by himself, not even like in a support duo. So I'm interested to see if he's taking the Earth Spirit or if he's going to have something else. And I hope Team Freedom are ready for that. They do grab themselves that Juggernaut, who, I mean, can kind of hold his own in a lane.
Yeah, it's a very good hero against the Underlord. The Healing Ward works very well versus Firestorm. Adds to their push quite a bit. Doesn't really care about Earth Spirits rolling around and pressing Magnetize. And if you look at Onyx's heroes so far, they have a lot of damage over time between Magnetize, Firestorm, all that crap. So the Healing Ward mitigates that a lot. And also, all three of these heroes are very bad at killing Healing Wards. So able to sustain them a considerable amount. And overall, Juggernaut just a very, very strong carry. Never really a super bad pick.
10 seconds remaining.
Very true. So the Vengeful Spirit picked up. That seems more like a Dubu support.
5 seconds remaining.
See how that goes. The
I'm
Lone
not
Druid
sure.
is banned.
Not sure if Demon plays Earth Spirit. I've seen Dubu play Venge a fair amount, but I think Demon plays the 5. I'm not sure, but I don't think Demon plays Earth Spirit, and I'm pretty sure Dubu does. So
I
I
might
think
just mix it up for this game.
I think Dubu will be in the Earth Spirit. I think Demon plays the 5, Dubu plays the 4.
Yes.
But Demon also, yeah, so the Earth Spirit will be the 4, and Demon also doesn't play Earth Spirit. So yeah, Dubu will most probably be on the Earth Spirit.
Fair enough. So Freedom here looking like, I mean, that's not going to be a mid Leshrac, right? I guess it is.
Dire team
It's not necessarily. It could be Leshrac, Tusk, dual supports. And then the last pick they're mid, we'll have to see. They
It's
go
been
for
a
it.
while. Been a while since I've seen some Tusk games.
Yeah, some teams have been experimenting with them. I forget, there were some bigger teams that have been picking him up. Oh, why can't I remember? Oh well, but some teams have been experimenting with Tusk. I think he's been doing all. Oh, it's DC. DC picks Tusk from time to time. So it's not that bad of a hero. The Sigil can be very, very good against some cores, but that's a Mason classic. Razor, one of the few players that actually still believes in that hero, thinks he's good, so it's most probably going to be a safe lane Razor. For Mason, can do very well against Abaddon in that 1v1, very good at fighting early on, so it looks like they're going to take the fight to Team Freedom, try and win these early engagements, and do well in their lanes.
I mean, they have a basic premise too. It's have fun doing damage to me with no damage, right? Your Razor's gonna suck it all out of you with Static Link, that Underlord Atrophy Aura, and then a lot of the times the first person who's gonna die in a fight is Avenged. So then you have the negative Vengeance Aura sitting around like a stinky gym sock. Like, they're basically gonna make Team Freedom just, you know, non-existent in terms of the physical damage area.
Yeah, I don't think it matters too much. It can be annoying versus the Juggernauts, but Abaddon, not typically known for his massive right-click damage. I think he maxes. I think he goes 441 on Abaddon now. He used to do the Logan buff build where he'd max, you know, like 044, 144, something like that. But he goes like Arcane's Mech and goes Mistcoil and Onyx Shield now. Most games, I believe. Can be annoying to Juggernaut, but there's a lot of magic damage between Lesh and the Tusk. I'm still curious to see whether it will be a mid Lesh or not so far. Although he dies very, very easily to Earth Spirit gank, so I would think it'll be a more survivable mid, or a mid that's harder to kill in these Earth Spirit ganks. We'll have to see.
So if it's not a mid Leshrac, what do you think a more Timado style mid would be that's still available to pick up that would fit this?
Let's see. Could have gone with the Silencer. Alright, Onyx going with the Shadow Fiend. Very good this game. They do have some supports that can roam on him, so has to be very careful about getting shut down early. Freedom does see the matchup now, so what do they pick? They'll pick like Puck sometimes. They'll pick Omni Knight mid. They will pick
Omni mid.
Silencer from time to time, but Silencer once again dies very easily to these Earth Spirit ganks. So
would a TA be bad here?
Tomato's not a super common TA player. It's not the worst thing in the world. Not great versus Underlord. Not typically known to be great as Earth Spirit as well. And it also doesn't fit their style that much. Okay, so it's going to be the support Abaddon, offline Centaur, Flash.
Okay.
Maybe. Or maybe
yeah, that makes sense.
Or it's okay. No. It's safe lane Centaur. It's safe lane Centaur.
Mid jug, safe lane Centaur.
So that way the jug's not going to die to the Shadow Fiend Earth Spirit rotations. He's going to have a hard time in lane. Or the SF will probably have a good landing stage. This way. The Juggernaut can pair well with the supports to kill the SF once they start rotating in. The Centaur will have a fine time in the safe lanes, going to get very, very farmed. And their heroes, when the Centaur has a lot of items, they're going to have a hard time killing him because they don't have a whole lot of damage. Rays are not known for being the most damage-heavy core. SF can do a lot of damage, but typically he'll go for, like Dragonlance, Shadow Blade, Hurricane Pike, and items like that before he goes into more heavy damage items like the Daedalus or whatever. So there'll be a period where the Centaur will be very, very difficult to kill, and the period that Team Freedom always plays around is just this very early game. We're going to push, we're going to take the fight to you, and we're going to try and win the game in that period. And I'm stuck in first person or in player perspective, so I'm going to restart Dota again.
Oh, the old thing. Well, yep, one position Centaur on old BSJ already activating a shrine. Good luck, shrine, I guess. Meanwhile, Sec need to restart. I guess you're not the only one who needs to restart, because Bulba, or rather Love Yourself, also to restart his client. So, hopefully, Francis Lee, I take it? Okay, so former doo-wop. He's on Mineski now? Oh, okay. All right, yeah, he used to be on doo-wop, right? I remember the charity stream. Yeah, he did some mid stuff with people. He was on doo-wop. So this isn't technically like full main roster Onyx's first game. We don't have the pleasure of that. We have 4 parts Onyx, 1 part sub on a technicality. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fair point. So they're actually going to be sending IX Mike bottom, going to be, I guess, anticipating a potential aggressive try lane there against him.
The battle begins.
And Team Freedom going to be giving their own aggressive try lane, actually. So just mirroring their opponents, or rather pushing towards that. What are they standing around here for? They got him. Oh, I think they lost vision. Yeah. Unless BSJ must be, yep, BSJ getting that deny there. So that's going to be pretty painful for Bulba. Did BSJ get the range creep too? I think he did, right? No. Regardless, we have Jubei coming into the mid. We're going to put a lot of pressure on Francis here. It's always good to try to shut down a Shadow Fiend beforehand. They can get really out of hand really quick. So I think this is almost a necessity for Jubei to wait to get in the right position. Try to snowball in. Ooh.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And then we have the supports, Dubu kicking Jubei back to be able to take his rune, and now they're just eating each other up. And Dubu has that Orb of Venom, so he can harass a little harder than Jubei can. Just rolling bouldered in, beat him off. Mason. Oh yeah, Dubu knows exactly what he'd be doing. Well, top Bulba, like you're talking about, I mean, this guy's so tanky. He does get stunned up from that split earth, but he's just tanking up everything there is. Just TPing out. There's not much else to really get him. Oh, they get him. Oh, the edict. Was he TPing to the tower, top tower? Because he just had someone TP in. Maybe it was an active, like the. They're the same. Yeah. It felt like it. We have a smoke up from Onyx. They're trying to decide on going mid, but Tomato, he's actually hasn't had to be very far forward. Francis with farming with the Shadow Rays has the lane pushed in towards the Radiant Tower. So it's been slightly safer, I'd say, for Tomato. Ooh, top. We got a rolling boulder in onto Eagle. Along with that wave of terror, the snowball is going to help try to delay some of this. Looks like they're actually wanting to fight Bulba. No, instead they're just going to take Demon. BSJ shredding him apart with that double edge. Ooh. I do feel like that might be a little greedy. Maybe the unstable current is what I don't agree with. Getting, you know, more than one level in it or so. Oh, mid, they're going on to Dubu. They got the Blade Fury. They had the Snowball, and with the Ice Shards, they will pick it up. Jubei taking down his old friend, his old teammate.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So a lot of attempted aggression on the side of Onyx just hasn't really worked out very well for them. Oh, they catch out Demon. He is hasted up, but it's going to wear off just at the end. They get the splitter, catching him out, and more Edict actually ripping people apart. But Mason hits so hard, whips Eagle down to the ground, also takes out Jubei. I mean, it's 7 minutes in, and he's hitting for 250.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Demon has not had the easiest game so far, but I mean, he's doing what he can. I think with the draft that they have, that Onyx have, you know, him being the Venge, he's just going to be this sacrificial angel trying to make space, he'll give his own life up if it means a core is going to get some sort of feed out of it. Oh, mid lane, we have a TP in from Mason with a little bit of that stolen damage. Just running out Jubei. Tomato with the Omni Slash taking down Francis. I was running. Mason still hits pretty hard. He does pop his Eye of the Storm. Tomato. Blade Furying up, and there we go. BSJ with the old Stampede helping his teammate get away. Oh, during all that, IX Mike getting the kill on Demon.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Dubu kicking IX Mike into the trees. It was just waiting. Dubu's been waiting here for like a solid minute for Mason to come back down to the lane. Mason taking so much damage. This new user interface is really cool for watching the damage tick up. Oh, but top BSJ and company, yeah, they're ready to start taking this tower. Eagle with the Edict, just melting it away while BSJ clears up the creeps.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Popping off the taunt. Yeah, he's had a pretty rough time. Well, not rough, but not ideal. You know, with a Shadow Fiend, you want to just own your lane up and then go stomp down mid together with your whole team. Francis has work cut out for him. Earlier, you were talking about BSJ and his hood. Is this a game where you just want to complete it into the full pipe, or is this good enough now just to stay as a hood?
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So the game tempo seems... Oh, never mind. IX Mike is here. And borrowed time is up. Yep. Onyx just going to let that wear off. We are... The snowball cancel there. Oh, Demon with the swap in. They grab the Tusk. Gun him down, and this is going to turn right back into a tower push. Dubu chasing down IX Mike. He gets the magnetize off. Hitting him with them boulders. Yeah, he's pretty tanky.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So the game tempo seems to have, you know, the first 6 or 7 minutes, it felt pretty intense, but I feel like it's slowed down a good bit. Which side does that favor more? Is that Onyx so that they can have some time for that Shadow Fiend to snowball, or would you rather wait so that your Centaur can get nice and beefy, get some tankier items, get that blink, which he has now. Stampede forward. We get the science. There's that boulder in, though, with the swap right into a split earth. Actually catching both on that one. IX Mike, he does have that borrowed time pop. He's going to be the center of attention for now, but he's not tanky enough. Double kill going the way of Mason. Freedom, we're just a little overzealous there with that fight. Oh, BSJ with the double edge. She's so slow, though. You're not getting away. He is in the snowball. He's stuck in the root. Bulba instantly popping his smoke. Oh, the boulder in for Dubu and rooted up BSJ. He can't run around and do what he wants to do. Actually taking a lot of damage there. The stomp only hitting Bulba, but he falls. Demon swapping in. Down falls Jubei as well. And Tomato running for his life. Bulba even getting the tower denied there. IX Mike ready to defend all by himself. Not So do you go for the full-blown Hurricane Pike at this point, or is it... Oh, man, during all of that, Francis Lee gunning down Jubei very quickly. On the Razor, do you just finish up that full Hurricane Pike, or is there another item that you would value more? Like maybe a Manta or a Sanjin Yasha or something? Oh, Dubu trying to get out. ESJ chopping him down. Sorry, as you were saying.
I'll take that as tribute.
I would say the positioning in these fights is almost entirely key. You want to be able to get away from that Leshrac and just let that Edict waste itself. You really don't want to stay close to that Centaur. You know, as soon as he jumps at you, you want to be able to, speaking up, jumping down, getting Dubu with the split earth. Right then, man. If you would have had a fast enough reaction time, or if BJ would have... BJ, wow. BSJ would have messed up there. Get the Hurricane Pike off, get him off you, and get out of there. Looking like Onyx. Oh, Eagle is the center of attention, but he manages to get himself out of there. Pops his first drum charge. And Onyx are gearing up to just push another tower. They're trying to force a rotation. They're taking control of the tempo of the game with this. And just considering how deadly this Razor is, I don't see why they wouldn't do that. They even have Bulba coming in, ready to help fight. Stampede being popped. IX Mike running out of there. The swap into the root, though. Yep. Borrowed time now pops down, and he will melt. Cut through him like a hot knife through butter. Tomato, though, gonna take himself a tier 2 tower in a second. So, not the worst trade in the world, but... I mean, I wouldn't give up a tier 2 if I could help it. Oh, no. Oh man, Mason pulling Jubei in very, very deep on that snowball. The Hurricane Pike coming in handy there to really get him out of position.
Is a great conductor.
Oh! Just missing that stomp. Almost getting him. BSJ smooth. Oh, Dubu catching IX Mike. He does have borrowed time, but I don't think it's going to matter at this point. Yep, they're just going to... Stampede is popped. They swap him back in. And just as borrowed time cuts off. He mechs. It's the hunt for Red IX Mike Tober. Mason's just... He's not ready to give up yet. Oh. During all of this, top Team Freedom attacking the tower, forcing Onyx back, looking like Underlord. Bulba is not too happy about that. Francis Lee and Demon sticking around mid. BSJ getting jebaited, didn't have enough mana for the hoof stomp after that TP. These teams are all over the place. Ooh. Oh, the hoof stop. Oh, the swap out saving Francis. BSJ is in Viz. He's losing all of his damage at the moment, having to run back high ground. Onyx are forcing this rotation. They're gonna take this tower, and they are certain of it. Ooh, the good split earth right into BSJ with that stomp. Oh no, they're Leshric falling into that root, dying, actually buying back. We have the Stampede. They're gonna take down Dubu. And no, they don't even get Dubu. They trade the tower. Jubei getting ripped apart. Mason on the double kill. And Francis is back. Second life. IX Mike, though, is there, popping that borrowed time. BSJ in and out like a Slardar, stomping over and over. Oh, Francis. Requiem not really hitting much. Split pushing Fiend. Oh, BSJ catching Francis, but Dubu just gonna kick him out of harm's way. Get back, you fool. Oh, Mason with the Maelstrom. He's all about that lightning. Razor's pretty scary. Ooh, Tomato caught in the root, but will Blade Fury out of there. He's just trying to do his best to split push top. Bottom, Mason. Oh, is he gonna get the courier? Do it, Mike. Oh, he gets swapped back. Demon saving the courier's little life. Borrowed time is popped. Now it's looking like Freedom collapsing in on Onyx from both sides. Francis taking a lot of damage there. Mason does pop his Eye of the Storm. Jubei. Oh, he gets him rolling in. Now BSJ looks like he's the center of attention. The Split Earth on 2. Eagle. Oh, and then the Walrus Punch. 3 go down. BSJ on that killing spree. Now Tomato gonna cut down Dubu. Can he get him? Who does have the boulder? Yep, kicks him off. Rolls in. No, Tomato! Blinking forward so that the boulder would hit him so he could clear out that kill. Fantastic. That was a 3,500 gold swing right there. It's feeling like Onyx's positioning is really biting them in the ass in these fights. That most recent one, they were gathered around here. They started going north, but most of Team Freedom came down, converged on them, and they had nowhere to run. Completely caught out. So hopefully coming like in the future, they're going to be more conscious of where they are, where the enemy team is at, and trying to dictate themselves better.
Bottom tower is under attack.
That, and then accompanied with the Guardian Greaves, that aura is amazing. He's turned into a really, really, really tanky, just mobile fortress. But moving forward now, does he keep building tank, or is he going to try to have some sort of offense? What I mean, in an educated opinion, I'm sure you don't know, but. That's been a fantastic play on Team Freedom. They've grouped up. They've taken out as much vision as they possibly can. That's, you know, safe to go into as a team. They're really shutting down their side of the map. Demon smoke being broken, as well as Dubu. So Dubu having to boulder out just as the Roche pops up. So Onyx don't know that this is up. BSJ's there. He runs up, gets the stomp on the Demon. And Demon will fall. Here's that snowball in. The Walrus punch on the Francis. No Requiem of Souls just yet. The Root, though, going to be keeping a lot of freedom at bay. Tomato trying to chase Francis Lee. Boba getting the TP out. Yep, they apparate. They're out of there. I don't know. Have you ever seen... You've seen Harry Potter, right? You haven't seen Harry Potter? Oh, my God. Well, the way that the Underlord, his little Dark Rift thing when he TPs out, it looks like he's apparating. You should watch Harry Potter. And I'd say the problem for Francis is just he's the kills that he's been involved in, he's not even like taking the final kill, right? He's not getting that extra gold from being involved in the kill. And ideally on a Shadow Fiend, you want that every single time. You probably want 0 assists as a Shadow Fiend. So hopefully his team can start making some space so that he can really get into the position. Yeah, once he gets this butterfly, I think he'll be in a good spot if he can get it at a good time. So gonna be on Onyx, the rest of Onyx to secure some space. Freedom aren't letting that happen. They're pressuring a lot. I mean, IX Mike on his own is just keeping these lanes pushed out. He's got the supports nearby in case anyone goes on him. He's borderline bait at this point. BSJ can always just stampede, blink in. He's highly mobile on that centaur as well, so. Oh, Tomato and the snowball. There's the Omni. Demon will pay the price. Mason trying to TP out. There's nothing to cancel it. Team Freedom definitely have a timer. I'm sure they want to get something more out of this Aegis before it expires. So BSJ just letting the return damage kill the tower with the healing ward sitting there. But he does not want to trade giving Mason some damage, so push back. Yeah. Like, look at this. He's got the shield. He's got the hood. That barrier. Oh my god. Stuck in the root. Oh, they get the swap in. He does actually call the stampede though, so he can run out of there. Brance is actually popping his 10-second BKB for this, and no fight is going to come from it. I'd say that that's a victory in and of itself. Power's down to 60, so it can be denied if Onyx so choose.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yep, BSJ tanking even more. And then there's the Greaves. Help chill him out. There's Francis actually getting the deny there. And mid Tomato pushing in. So some split push tactics here from Freedom. They're going to take one lane of Rax somehow. Tomato actually going to help finish off bottom. And BSJ.
Dire's bottom barracks is under attack. Dire's bottom barracks.
Oh, the swap in. BSJ stampeding out. The root not going to be holding on to him for too much longer. The stun will connect, and he goes right back in and keeps attacking. Oh, Francis, he looks so upset. Demon doesn't even have a swap available for some time. Stomp not connecting. They get the stun, and the boulder connecting. Oh, Mason gets that static link available now. Volba actually just trying to body block Mike. He gets his borrowed time popped. They're all brought right into the root. Downfalls Juve. Downfalls BSJ. Onyx with the successful defense. But is it? Because during all of that, Tomato and his illusions take out the mid-range Drax. Oh, the Omni, that's gonna just annihilate Demon there. And IX Mike with this Radiance here, he's even a threat for the Shadow Fiend, the offlaner. Onyx are in a tough spot right now. And we're back to our old scenario. Freedom with the slow siege. Tomato gonna go into another lane while the rest of Freedom sit in one. Onyx, they're rotating to try to stop Tomato. Looks like... Yeah, there they go. So Freedom might not be getting collateral right now, but they're at least keeping Onyx from farming. They're just strangling them. And that will be pretty much just right there. Yep. So we have an aggressive smoke on Onyx. They've realized they can't just sit there and wait for something to happen. So they're going to make the action happen. Smoke breaks as they go high ground. We have the Stampede. BSJ running in from behind. That's actually BKB on Mason, preventing him from getting stunned up. The roots there. Now, there's that borrowed time, soaking up a lot of damage. Dubu getting the magnetize off, and Eagle running for his life. He has himself Ghost Scepters up. Oh, no. The Walrus Punch preventing that Requiem of Souls there. Tomato in the middle of this fight, Blade Fearing up. He's still getting hurt pretty bad. BSJ's right back into the center of the action. Aegis was popped, but he's here to fight still. Chasing down the rest of Onyx. Bulba trying to get the Dark Rift out. Only himself. Francis Lee will fall. Freedom did a great job there of just pulling Francis and Bulba apart. They got between them, drove the wedge in so that that Dark Rift did not save. Now it is Omega's defense. Well, they have a long road ahead of them. They are getting that Vlad's up and running on the Earth Spirit. Once he gets enough, there it is, actually, right there. So, very vital to have, just to keep these lanes stained at least long enough. It's such a daunting task, though, because on the side of Onyx, they have to win a team fight. Then they've got to press fast enough to get... They're probably going to go through mid, right? They got to press fast enough to get to the towers and take tier 4s and ancients before anyone spawns. Like, meanwhile, not letting their lanes push in too far. It's rough, but they get the swap. Oh, Mason might still be in this. He's got that static link. Got a little bit of damage, not too much, but IX Mike burning Mason alive. Francis is manning up. He's ready. He's got the shrine next to him. That's activated, but it's still a lot of damage. BKB Requiem doing the hurt to IX Mike. He's soaking up so much damage, though. He's back to full life, basically. Even this Centaur, so beefy, taking everything. So they get a kill on Demon and keep this siege going. So at this point, Freedom just have to distract Onyx long enough so that their creeps can do all the work. Oh, BSJ jumping in to fight Bulba. Nope, just casually messing with him. He got the Shivas off to weaken up the dire creeps. And it's just the game of distractions at this point. Oh. Borrowed time is still up, available for him, so... Oh, that pops. He takes a huge chunk of damage there, popping off that mist coil. The Split Earth catching two. Down falls Francis Lee. Bulba trying to run away. He gets off the route, but it's not going to be enough. The swap in's going to keep BSJ close to those towers. Tomato gets the kill, and that's a GG. Bulba falls. Demon falls. Everyone's falling. Team Freedom take game 1.